Hey, it's us. Always, once again, BJT.
Mike B, what he do?
Mike B.
I feel like you whispering. Like, what's going on?
You say that every time, but I hear myself.
Yes, because you have, you can hear yourself in your head.
I mean, if I can hear myself, everybody else can't hear me. I was still about to say myself. Everybody can hear myself.
My bad. Go ahead.
But yes. You took me off my game. I think you do that on purpose.
With another quickie, so and what we gonna talk about?
you break me from my little intro. You wasn't too.
You was feeling it too.
I was.
I feel like you was trying to have like a romantic moment, and I killed it.
Yeah, you had to. Yeah,
we ain't got time for that.
You had it. You just ready just to shoot me down.
You damn right.
As a bow and arrow, boy, I tell you, my homeboy might be this person I call a friend. But let's get to it for another quickie. So, some things been in the news. Of course, we done been through the whole Jay-Z and I was about to say, what's her name?
Solange, Beyonce.
Solange shit. Mm. And now another rapper is in the news. O.T.I. and his friend Money Mayweather.
Are they friends?
Not after this little altercation that we heard of.
I mean, but were they friends before? Do you know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And so, at a fat burger.
It sounds like a joke. Like when I was hearing about people talking about they got into an altercation at a fat burger, I'm like, what the hell are they doing at a? That don't sound expensive.
Getaway shit.
It's like at a less than McDonald's. Like we had the
fat burger.
Fatty fat. It just sounds so fat. Wherever they at.
What? First. Altercation at when I read that,
it seemed like a Chuck E. Cheese. Like
an altercation at Chuck E. Cheese. But a fat
two grown ass men.
Yeah, two grown ass men.
A heavyweight, or is he a middleweight? He's a boxer.
No, welterweight, I believe.
Okay, he's a boxer. He out there kicking ass.
Yeah, he is.
And then when he wins his money, he buys coins at Chuck E. Cheese.
His entourage. Hey, I just won. Where you going? I'm going to Fat Burger.
So we can swing.
They just don't say,
I can see that. Can you imagine? Would you make your entourage push you in a swing? I can see you doing
my old ass being a swing anyway.
Reliving your childhood.
I ain't 8 years old.
Hey.
I did enough swinging.
Fun.
I done swung. I done hurt myself a couple times swinging. I done had fun swinging. I done did everything you can do with swinging. Other than swing when I'm old as hell. I don't know about your grown ass.
You over it?
Yeah, I'm over it.
Right on.
You say we, and it's over it. Yeah. And that's pretty much it.
Then it's like, well, this was uneventful,
Well, when you ate,
I guess
having fun.
Well, when
you said we for a purpose.
Yes.
Yes. You never just jumped off a swing?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
But I'll do it today, so.
I don't think you be up in the air, but you ain't getting back on that swing. Your ass gonna be right on that ground with you that you didn't get on the swing.
Look,
I already
body hurting.
Yes, I already see it.
Ankles broke.
You gonna be thinking I shouldn't do that. And
like I went too damn far. I'm sorry. Go back. Fat Burger, T.I.
Fat Burger, T.I.
And Money Mayweather.
Mayweather. Mm-hmm. It all started. It looks like Tiny, T.I.'s wife. Mm-hmm. Was at the game with her friend Shekinah, and people know Shekinah from the show that they have.
Yeah,
and so we're hearing that Shekinah wanted to go to the fight, and so she brought her friend Tiny.
The fight,
Mayweather's fight like earlier in the month.
Okay,
that he had in Vegas, and so they went and I guess it was like a couple of pictures that were taken. I mean, it wasn't explicit. It was just, that she's with.
She's taking pictures with somebody else, and she married, so people have something to say.
You can feel some type of way, like T.I. did, and then like later on that weekend, she took another pic with Mayweather.
Are you talking about Tiny taking pictures with?
Yeah, Tiny
Mayweather.
Yes.
Okay.
And in the pictures I saw, it really wasn't like a single picture. It was just like she was there. In the group picture, You know, you can tell they were partying together. You know, they were in a group. I don't know which one. She was with the money team.
Okay. Was Justin Bieber there? If Justin Bieber wasn't in the picture,
give a goddamn.
Hey, I'm just saying he part of the money team.
Fuck that. What? Oh, if you wouldn't have said something, I wouldn't have brought him up, Mike B.
I'm just saying he part of the team. He out there at every fight. He's the token.
I guess, man.
So, but just say, all you gotta do is say no. He wasn't.
But
you got pissed off.
You pissed me off real quick. Ask about Bieber. No,
my bad. I see you sound racist right now. I didn't know that was.
You could have said the same thing with Wayne. It ain't got nothing to do with the show.
I forgot Lil Wayne. Okay,
yeah, he was there too.
I'll shut up. Go ahead.
What you need to have that thought
before I say.
You already know. Just put it in your thought bank. But anyway, T.I. felt some type of way, I guess, with her and Floyd, you know, taking pictures. Mm-hmm. And let's back up a little bit. Floyd said that him and T.I. talked before, like at a jewelry store in New York, and T.I. came up to him, you know, like, you know, what's up with you and my wife? And I don't know if it's a thing. I don't know if they hung out. And Mayweather's like, you know, I've been knowing her before T.I. Mm-hmm. You know, of course, we know her from the 90s group Escape. Mm-hmm. So she's been known more than T.I. for, you know.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. And so, you know, he's like, you know, I've been knowing her, you know, before I know you. And so I get basically saying, you know, we friends.
Right.
You know, and T.I. was like, you know, can we go outside and talk? You know, and that can be anything. You know, can we go outside and talk?
Can we? But usually when somebody invites you outside, it ain't for like ice cream.
I saw an ice cream cart outside. You want to scoop?
Yes. You know, now that we clear that up, you know, let's have a popsicle.
Yeah.
Usually when somebody invites you outside, they trying to holler at
you. With real, you know,
let's get down dirty.
Start clapping your hands. You know. Let's get, you know, something straight.
Yeah, that's when you put that leaf on your shoulder. And somebody like,
they ain't 65, baby.
I bet you won't knock it off.
Got a little
I bet you won't knock it off. Yeah.
Knock it off. Yeah. No.
But just think back, like, people didn't knock it off either.
I mean, unless you was, you know, about it.
But even when you was about it, like, I don't remember or recall one person knocking the leaf off or the stick off of somebody's shoulder.
I don't remember that happening like when I was growing up. You must have grew up in the 50s.
No, I grew up in the hood.
No,
that's what we did.
That's in the early hood.
Oh, I know that elite hood.
You had an old school hood.
Yeah. I lived in the black. Well, you know, y'all was rich.
I was in the hood like my first 10 years of life. And I've never...
Well,
I hear that shit.
I was in the hood my first 18 years of life.
By then, you shouldn't be talking about...
No, but you don't know no better. You still represent.
By the time you're 10, you don't need no stick. You just fight. You know, I dare you to... That's what I'm saying. That's a more... Oh, shit. We had guns by now, might be. This dude trying to say I ain't hood worthy. People don't do that shit no more.
Move on, man.
But anyway, you know, basically...
I feel like you called me childish.
Nigga, you the one that brought it up. Talking about take a leaf. You didn't even say a twig. You said a leaf. That didn't even give me a reason. That just give me some wind, and I'm ready to fight.
Oh.
But anyway, they had that altercation at Fatburger, and basically, you know, and he was like, you know, you need to get a grip, might be get a grip. He said, you know, basically, you know, you need to watch your bitch, or you need to...
Who is this talking?
Money Mayweather.
He's telling T.I.
T.I., you know, basically, you know, she around me. I ain't, you know... And
he's like, oh, basically, I ain't the one like, trying to seek her out or whatever.
You know, she with the money team.
Right. Okay.
Well, you know, it ain't me. You know, you get you. You know, you get that's your wife. You need to check her.
If you don't want her around me, tell her that.
But he said, you need to get your bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess he was feeling good about himself. He was probably around his boys, you know. And so, but he kind of retracted a little bit of it. You know, later on said.
But then that's when the scuffle broke out. Like what?
I mean, it really wasn't a scuffle. You know, I don't think nobody got like hit. You know, it was rumors that T.I. got like 2 black guys and something. And you know, he posted later on. You know, if you see some black guys on me, tell me because I ain't got them. Mm. You know, it ain't. And, you know, it's basically rumors and stuff. And, you know, I heard it was like a little, you know, altercation and scuffle, but I don't think no blows were thrown
as far as T.I. Okay.
Yeah, and Money Mayweather. You know, I heard he swung on him. T.I. swung on Mayweather. I mean, that's cool and all, but I would say cool? That's what I'm saying. I would have a pause for a person that's like undefeated in fighting.
Yes,
that would give me great pause.
I don't understand why is this beef with Floyd? Like, because his girl, like, I see where if this is what was happening, I can understand where Floyd's coming from. Like, hey, if you don't want your girl around me, then why are you talking to me about it?
I think it's probably a little bit deeper.
What? Okay, you think maybe she was doing it?
Especially when he said, I've been knowing her before, even before y'all basically.
So you think when he was saying knowing her, you talk about knowing her.
But he also said that he never like had sex with her, kissed her, or anything like that.
So you talking about like just regular knowing?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, but I mean, just the innuendo is there. You know, it don't take much for a dude.
Why is T.I. is acting insecure right now though?
I don't know. You know,
remember it was rumors they were saying like they was like having relationship issues. Maybe that's why, because they having relationship issues.
I heard that, but it's all speculation. You know, I don't know the truth. I don't know if they having problems or whatever. You know me. I read it and keep it moving. Yeah. You know, unless they telling me that they give me a check to really care. You know, I really don't. But you know that's their issue, and he came back and apologized for calling a bitch Mayweather.
Okay.
And you know, saying basically because they're their friends, he said I shouldn't have did that. Basically, like the heat in the moment, I shouldn't have. I know her. I shouldn't have called. I know her not to be a bitch, basically, and I shouldn't have went that far. But you know, basically saying you.
That's who you need to talk to.
Yeah,
no matter what.
You know,
we call it what you want to call it.
Yeah, what you want to call it. You know, but I'm fine over here. You know, it seemed like you the one with the problem.
Now,
it almost sounds a little bit insecure.
Yeah.
But what will bring up that insecurity though?
You think she was going back and like, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't want to be.
Yeah, because right now it don't make any sense.
It don't make no sense. You know,
over some pictures. Like, I mean, T.I. takes pictures with fans all the time. Maybe because Tiny ain't like, but Mayweather is famous. So why would? I don't know.
She was with the money team, and he didn't like it.
I mean, but was she licking him? It don't make sense.
It was just the visual. I guess it didn't take. See, that's what I'm saying. It might be some problems in the home front. We don't know. But hey,
that sounds so childish.
It really, especially when at Fat Burger. I doubt both of y'all was eating Fat Burger at the same time. So somebody was going to check somebody at Fat Burger. Like it was a high school after a basketball game.
Yeah,
our crew gonna meet your crew at the Fat Burger.
Oh my God!
And y'all 2 millionaires.
Not you. I don't care if you got $10. You 2 grown ass men at Fat Burger. Y'all at Chuck E. Cheese.
At Fat Burger. This is a place that got a drive-through. That's all I gotta say.
No, I've seen ass whoopers at McDonald's. They got a drive-through too. Sometimes you.
That's what I'm saying. That's bad too.
Oh, is it?
That's what I'm saying. If you have a drive-through and you having a scuffle there, damn if you having a scuffle anywhere at a restaurant, they don't make sense.
Well, sometimes
you should have some. I think if it's like what you call it when you're trying to protect yourself?
Self-defense.
Yes.
You said like over half of what it.
I know. I gave the dictionary version instead of the thesaurus version, but I needed that.
Right on.
But anyway,
before you move on,
I was going, I wasn't gonna move on.
Okay. Who you think would have won if they actually started getting into it?
I think if T.I. would have gave off a nice good shot initially, but if it went past two swings,
okay,
just 2 swings, I think Mayweather. That's what he do. T.I. raps. I don't care how much you in the streets. You don't fight every single day. You don't train every single day. You ain't in shape that ain't what you do.
Well, since
you might got some good pause, but this is what he does. That's like Mayweather trying to rap.
Ain't we heard him rap?
And exactly. He doesn't have no single out.
Case in point.
Case in point. I mean, you might be good with the hands, but and that's what I'm saying. You might every now and then you might get off a good shot, but this young man is he haven't lost professional. You might call, I do, and T.I. said, you do this professionally. I do this in the streets. Like you do that in the ring, I do that in the streets.
I feel like, if you fight in the streets, I feel like you ain't got to fight fair. You
fair. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm gonna find something. I ain't just gonna lose unless I'm knocked out.
I feel like you'd be knocked out. You seem like a good knocked out person.
Now you wouldn't catch me with a knockout though. I feel a good knockout person. No, I'm sorry.
I feel like you got a good old just a you fall. You fall. Boom. And then before you hit the ground, you put your head.
I already know the form.
You done been through this before.
There must be some of your fights. Nah, I'm sorry. You would have had to catch me off guard to do that shit. Cause I ain't. No.
So Mayweather.
I have no more hey, I think he'll come out. But you never know. You might get off a good shot. But that's what I said.
T.I. might be training. We don't know. They don't show too much of his training on the show.
I doubt it.
Oh, all right. Cause he's too skinny.
No, I just doubt he training every day. His skills on point. If he fought in the ring with old dude,
who was old dude?
The dude that Mayweather just fought. T.I. would get knocked out.
You think so?
I know so.
All right.
He'd probably be tired after the first. I mean, you got to be in good condition and be quick. But it's in the street, so that's what I'm saying. Like you said,
ain't no rules.
Ain't no rules.
I mean, I feel like he ain't gonna just all dukes boxing.
I think Mayweather get him. But a chair always works.
I'm pulling out a gun. Yeah, we can take a WWE. I don't give a damn.
I can believe.
I'm kicking. I'm doing it all.
When people like you cheating when you're using something, I'm like, we fighting. You can kill me.
Ain't no rules.
Ain't no, I'm like, no. You trying to kill me.
And so I'm going to try to kill you.
I'm trying to survive.
In front of all the other little kids.
I don't care who it is. I ain't trying to die in front of no little kids.
I'm just letting them lock you out. Do your thing.
I ain't get no money. Just let them lock you out. I don't do this for fun. We spend too much time on this bullshit. That's your boy Mark Cuban, NBA owner for the Dallas Mavericks. He had his little interview of his own, giving his thoughts on the Sterling situation. And I think you probably can shed some light.
No,
on that.
I can't.
I think you was going to share. I'm like, moving on.
No, I was saying I can shed some light on the Stephen A. Smith. But
okay.
Mark Cuban was he was interviewed like you said, and everybody's been up in arms because he made a comment, like basically saying, I prejudge people. You can consider me like a bigot.
I didn't see no problem with it.
What? I didn't even say what he said just yet.
I mean, I heard. I mean,
okay. And he gave an example like if I see a black kid with a hoodie, I'm gonna probably cross to the other side of the street. He said, but if I'm on this side of the street and I see a white kid with a shaved head and some tattoos, then I'm going back over here take my chance with the black kid. And, you know, just and it's, I think what he was saying is we all. I mean, I think a lot of people just fail to accept the fact that
everybody has preconceived notions
about people. You know, even though we hated what happened to Trayvon Martin, if it was a different situation and you saw a group of black kids or a group of kids, period, with hoodies and they just looked suspect, you have your own antennas.
A little antenna. I mean, some type of antenna. If you have something that you can lose.
And something gonna tell you, like, you know, beware, like, you know, or watch out, look out. Something in you says that. Then you gonna, if you don't, well, I know some people, you know, like try to go and investigate. But you know, other people, they just try to, like, you know what? Let me, before anything even pops off, let me cross the street so I can avoid whatever might happen. Because sometimes it ain't just what they have on, it's the body language, it's what they're, like, if it's a group of kids and they like horse playing or whatever, and you see like they have no respect for each other, why the hell they don't have respect for you?
You didn't hear about people knocking out kids,
the knockout game, so
and all that bullshit.
And we all do it. And it was like a lot of, especially a lot of black people got up in arms with the fact that he referenced a black kid with a hoodie on, and they said that was too similar to what happened with the Trayvon Martin. So Mark Cuban did actually, you know, tweet an apology to the Trayvon Martin family, because, you know, he said it, but he didn't really think about, well, this is what he, you know, his words. He didn't think about the correlation between Trayvon Martin. So that wasn't his.
I think since that's pop culture, or since it's in our brain so much, it could be like it can just go straight directly to that without really, you know, thinking about the consequences.
Not equating really to Trayvon.
That's the most recent, you know,
I agree.
That you can, you know, I ain't gonna say recommendation. What's the word? It's the word R. Reference.
Okay.
That's the I couldn't think of that shit. But I mean, that's the closest reference that you know you can come close to. I ain't excusing it, but you feel the same. You know, you have your own, you know, your own thoughts on people. Yeah, your own prejudices. And
like Stephen A. Smith had an issue because everybody was like, oh, he's a racist as well. And then they had, like, now people are saying because of his statements, they don't feel that he would be the person to, like, he's going to vote to get rid of Donald Sterling because of his, you know, his statement.
Because, you know, I think he's going on
because he's
an owner.
Yeah, he's an owner, and people can take what, like, some of the stuff that he says and equate it to being like a bigot or a racist or whatever. Yeah. And the same thing can happen to him. Stephen A. Smith had an issue with the fact that everybody was jumping on him and just talking about, like, him referencing the black kid. Not even remembering that part two of what he said referenced the white kid. And so, you know,
to me, I think that's people that just jump at anything when you're not even getting to the real of what he's saying. You're just going off the headline. But he made sense when and he gave a valid reason why he thought that way. I don't think it's just off the hand. I don't think it's something like he was just raised to not to think that way. But that.
Well, it's you are kind of raised to think that way, but then it's also your life experiences, like what you witness, what you witness going on. We all see it in the news every day about, like, black kids and white kids, just like the white kid who shot up the school or shot up that sorority or whatever and then killed himself. I mean, just ridiculousness. So once you hear shit like that, you start to paint a picture. Like, if I see somebody who's exhibiting this same type of behavior, then I'm gonna push pause and, like,
I didn't see
keep the scenery.
Like black folk, we done seen too many cases of white kids like don't give a fuck in public places.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
And so, you know, if you see a black kid do that, you know, most likely the parent would get with them. You know, and I mean, a lot of comedians use that analogy and contrast, but that's just what you see. You know, I've seen a lot of kids, you know, they say something to their mom and you like,
your mama let you say,
yeah,
no. And then first of all, you waiting on, like, okay, and then what your mama do? Like, okay, and then you woke up and what happened?
Yeah,
you know, because we
my mama warned me. If she saw me see that, she warned me. Yeah, like if I ever see say something like that,
I got the whooping because of something that somebody else did, because my mama didn't want me to think that it was okay for me to do it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's It's real out here. Well, it used to be real. Now I don't know what the hell's going on. But then black people. Well, I can't just say black people because people. We're calling Stephen A. Smith, Uncle Tom. He ain't black, and he don't like represent us or something like that. And it was
people don't like to look like further past their own mind.
Mm-hmm.
There's more. There's more in this world than just you. I mean, you can have your own opinion, you can have your own morals, but you gotta look. I mean, you can still have that, but you have to look at the other side. You don't have to necessarily always agree with it, but don't be ignorant and just hop off of anything just because they said this one statement and you don't dig deeper into what they're saying, and you're coming off thinking like, he's Uncle Tom, like you said, and he's basically.
I feel like this ain't the first time people I feel like people always try to go in on Stephen A. Smith, calling him names.
Not like really.
You think this is the first time?
I'm pretty sure we have people don't know, but it's not really known as him like being Uncle Tom.
I've heard people reference him that way on more than one occasion.
Oh, really?
No. Okay. I was about to say you gonna just jump you jump on the bandwagon. No, I'm just saying.
I really never really that just I don't get that from him, or I've never got that from other people.
But I'm saying you watch him, and so I mean, and plus you probably look beyond the thing, and you can look at the bigger picture of what he's saying. That's the difference.
Like people, and I look at business and personal also. People don't take into account of that. Sometimes you got to do stuff in business that you don't do in your personal business. I mean, that's just how it works. And some people don't just they have one way of thinking, a narrow mind. But hell, you can't change it.
We gotta wake up, people. I felt so old when I said that.
Yeah. You like to have a dashiki on.
We gotta wake up, people.
That's
crazy.
But that's the first thing I heard. I mean, that's the first time I heard of some backlash as far as him, not standing up, because to me he'd be the first person
to speak up as
far as being have a black perspective, So I mean, I don't hate the people that think that way, but you gotta
be able to make your own mind
and have and have a broader.
See, the thing is, people don't check their sources. They just get like one reference and they run with it.
They haul off,
and that becomes the gospel.
Yeah, and people run with it, man. I'm like, you didn't even hear the rest of it.
We got to do more, people. We got to do our research.
Mike D's pointing at the camera back, people. So it's time to go. We got 10 seconds. So we thank you for listening to us on this quick episode. Till next time, people. See you next week.